Hi everyone, this is Curtis Phelan, and I just got back from the gym, ran in the house, made my little protein shake here. Use this raw food stuff, put a little odorless oil in there. So just a little tip: if you right after the gym, if you work out, if you're not, hopefully after this program, if you've been watching, you'll be able to influence and persuade yourself to do that. So very excited today. I want to welcome you to Mastering Influence and Persuasion. This is a course that I learned from Tony Robbins. If you don't know who he is, look him up on the internet. Tony recruited me, personally trained me back in 2000 to 2002 to be one of his founding results coaches. So if you don't have my story, you can look me up on Facebook and so forth and share that. This course is going to help you master and improve your influence, okay? And if you're in sales, specifically, to help you with sales. Now, keep in mind, it's not just a sales program, okay? Now, a lot of the examples I'm going to use are related to sales, but if you think about it, we're all in sales, right? If you have children, right? I have a son, 2.5-year-old son. And if I want to influence him or persuade him to, do certain things or not do certain things, okay? That is selling, right? So it's influencing him to do basically what I want him to do, but what's in his best interest, right? Because everything we want to do, we want to make sure it's in the other person's best interest, okay? So it's all sales. If you want your husband and wife to do certain things, or on your job, everything you do is selling. And if right now you're saying, well, what I do isn't selling, right now what you're doing is you're actually selling yourself to believe whatever you're believing. Okay, so everything we do revolves around sales and persuasion and influence. So what I'm going to be sharing here, if you missed the video yesterday, go back and watch video 1 that I launched on YouTube. It was a quick kind of crummy little video, but I just wanted to get it out there. Okay, this is absolutely free. I'm just sharing it with the world. I had hundreds of coaching clients over the years just begging me to share this information. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna put it out there. And this is the techniques and technologies that I learned directly from Tony Robbins. Most of the material is from interviews of hundreds of top performers. Okay, and I'm going to be sharing this with you. Okay, these are people that are in the top 1% that get what they want in the world and in life through everything, relationships and financially and everything. Okay, so I'm very excited about bringing this program to you because if there's any one skill in life that's had an impact in my ability to contribute to others, okay, whether it be my family, my friends, the businesses I'm involved in, or even myself, okay, it's been this skill, this power of influence. And all it's really about is understanding what are the barriers that stop people from taking action and helping enable people to get through those limitations, those fears, those concerns, so that now they can move themselves into action rather than thinking about all the reasons why they might or should or could in the future. Now, it's also a pleasure to bring this program to you because it's given me a chance to look back on a good portion of my life, because it's been now 13 years, just over 13 years, that's right, 13 years of doing this. And in that time, I've dealt with some of the most challenged and some of the most successful people in the world. You know what I found out? We all have the same needs. I don't care whether you're, a president of a country or a company or an athlete or celebrity or a stay-at-home mom, okay? Anybody that I've had the privilege of meeting with and visiting with, we have different belief systems, different ways of getting ourselves to take action, but we have some of the same needs. And as a result of that, I've been able to help people to get themselves to make those changes through teaching them how to influence themselves. Now, if there's anything I'd like for you to get out of this program, okay, it's how do I get myself to, through my own barriers to take action when I want, on command, right? How do I empower other people to do that as well? How do I use my integrity, my caring, and my own psychology, my understanding of human needs, my understanding of what it takes to move myself and others to action to make a measurable difference? So whether you're a mom or a business professional or a president of a company, like I said, or a salesperson or a teacher or a lawyer or whatever it is that you do, or more importantly, whoever you are and whatever you stand for. Influence is that difference. It's the difference, between whether you're fit or fat, right? Can you influence your own hand, right, to do the right thing, right? Pick up this shake as opposed to something else like breakfast sausage sandwich, right? Or Starbucks or whatever, right? I'll get on that later. I had this whole Starbucks kick for a while, and I finally got through that. We got to remember that the most important person to influence is ourselves. Okay, if we can do that, then we can contribute to others in ways that give our lives a sense of purpose, a sense of meaning. I really want you to get that in the end, the meaning in life comes from contribution, from knowing that you're doing something that you believe in that makes a difference. Again, whether it's selling a product or turning around a political process or a company or making a contribution to your kids or your community. Okay, there's no strategy that replaces the importance of integrity and caring. That's ultimately what's behind all of this. If you were to apply all the tools or the principles I'm going to be sharing here with you, but you didn't apply those fundamentals of the truth of what you believe and of your deep ability to connect with another soul and understand and appreciate their unique view of the world, then you'd be wasting your time. Now, this program, okay, is about to take you on a journey that is going to help you change and improve the habits that you've had, the results that you've been getting, the relationships, your finances. I mean, this is it. This is, if you want to change or improve anything in your life, it's going to come from what you're about to learn over the next 6 months to a year, depending on how long I keep going. Now, please share and comment below and interact, okay? That's going to help you get the most from this program. Take what I've learned, like I'm doing right now, and share this with other people. I learned this directly. I sat in a room for 28 days with Tony Robbins and taught me these things. Okay, I've had that unique privilege. There's only been 65 people, just so you know, in the world that have actually gone through this type of training. All right, and I think only a handful of them actually still practice and teach this. All right, so let's get started. I left off yesterday's video on the 5 steps to mastery. Okay, so we're just gonna share. I'm gonna share that with you. So just bear with me for the next 5 or 6 minutes, and let's go. Okay, so what are the steps? Okay, there's 5 steps. Step number 1, to create a change in your life, to make things the way you want them, you need some initial impact, okay? And that's what this program is about. It's designed to really shake you up a little bit, make you really think about what are the aspects of selling and of persuading that maybe you're leaving out. A lot of times in selling, we get all focused on the closing, right? Things that really aren't making the biggest difference. I want to challenge you in this course not to major in minor things. I want us to major in the majors, and I believe the majors are you being in a state where to be able to influence in the first place, okay? Like your ability to really connect with people that they really know that you have their best interest in mind. I really believe that if we can create and focus on the majors, and I can impact you to think differently, to approach selling differently, then we can really make a change in our ability and our skill. Okay, so that's what this program's about. For you to really get an initial impact, to trigger you to remember things you already know and offer you some new skills that can take you to another level. The second thing is, after the initial impact, okay, it's going to require some repetition. And the repetition is really the foundation of how we create mastery. We're going to say some things that you already know, and we're going to repeat them. And you might say, why is he saying that again? I got this. I've heard that before, okay? Because I believe that the repetition is the mother of skill. I mentioned that yesterday, okay? That if you do something over and over and over again, you become a master. And the difference between amateurs, people who never really get what they want in their life, and people who are the best, people who are number 1, who are truly living excellence, right? People, the difference is people that are living excellence, okay? I have a buddy, Ray, and I hope you're watching, Ray, but I have a buddy, Ray, here, lives about 20 minutes up the street from me. Ray's a new mentor of mine, okay? And, what made Ray, if you don't know Ray's story, you can find that and share that, but what made Ray, okay, turn his life around, okay? Real quick, Ray was a top real estate investor here in Southwest Florida several years ago. Lost everything when, didn't adjust with the market, and quickly, within probably 6 months or so, turned everything around. Now it's been 4 years now. Ray makes he's a $1 million earner, and this is passive residual income that he earns. Okay, so what took someone from losing everything to being able to do that in 4 years? Okay, and if you know my story, these are the same things that helped me turn my life around, and like that. Okay, in a matter of months. All right. So, nothing in life is boring unless you're boring. Okay, if you hear these things over and over again, you say, this is boring, I've heard this before. It's because you're not applying it in your life. I'm going to repeat this stuff until you apply it in your life. Okay, nothing in life is boring unless you're boring. Okay, I want you to take that in and think about that. All right. That's what makes it boring or not boring. So you have an opportunity in this course with me to hear things for the first time and hear them again and again and again until they're embedded. Think about it. What's something you're good at? Tying your shoes? You're pretty confident at that, aren't you? Why are you confident at tying your shoes? Why are you so good at tying your shoes? Because you've done it a million times, right? You don't say, God, this is boring. Do I have to tie my shoes today, right? Maybe some of you say that, but most people don't say that, right? It's just kind of part of what you do to get your day going, right? The same thing is going to be true with some of the things we talk about here. So my challenge is, be a professional. Understand that repetition is for the rest of your life. You're going to need it. I mean, I talk to people all the time, and invariably they say, well, gosh, I went to this seminar and it didn't work. Okay, I tried this and it didn't work. And I say, what do you mean it didn't work? You went to this person's seminar or went through their training. Of course it gave you some value, but you gotta do something every day with it. Okay? I want to be physically fit, right? So for me to be physically fit, right, I got up this morning and I went to the gym. I didn't feel like it. I got let's see. I got 4 or 5 hours of sleep, maybe. Okay, I don't support that, by the way. Okay, but that's about what I got, 4 or 5 hours of sleep, and I got up and I exercised. I still got up and did it. Okay, my outcome is that I exercise every single day now, every day, no matter what. Okay, the reason I do that is because I want to have the energy and the drive, right, to the power, right, and I have to pay the price, okay, to be able to influence and persuade myself to get the things that I want in my life, okay, and to also help other people get what they want in their life, okay. I'm about to get on, I have my headset on, I'm about to get on some coaching calls right now, and I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't be able to effectively persuade and influence people to, help them change and improve their lives if I couldn't do it myself, okay. So I have to make that choice. I have to pay that price every day, if that's what you want to call it. Now, you can change your association to that, so it's not a price, it's not pain, it's actually pleasurable, believe it or not. For some of you that can't get yourself to get to the gym every day, or do things that you want to do, you can change and shift that association in your mind. Okay, and you're going to be learning that stuff through this course. So, sorry, I dropped my notebook here. So what most people do in life is they want this quick fix, right? They want, oh, I went to the seminar, I learned this course, or I read this book, and all my training's over for the rest of my life, right? No, everything's perfect, right? That if that's what you came here for, if that's what you're watching these videos for, I have a secret for you. It doesn't exist. Okay, you might want to leave now. Okay, because that's not what this is going to be about. What this program is going to be about is teaching you some fundamentals that you can practice every single day to condition yourself to succeed. See, we've got to condition ourselves to succeed because most of us have been conditioned to, fail. We have all these environmental things and triggers to give up or say it's too hard, it's too tough, or it's too boring. And I'm going to challenge you not to do that. You wouldn't just go out and do aerobics one time and say, gosh, I'm glad that's over. I'm going to be, fit for life, right? You got to do it daily. So the same thing is, true here. This is what I call emotional muscle, right? You got to work out those emotional muscles, those mental muscles every day, all right? The third aspect, okay, besides having, impact and repetition, okay, is we're going to get you to utilize it, right? So there'll be a lot of exercises in this program that are designed to make you have to apply it. And I'm going to give you some exercises to do on the job or in your career or with your kids or your family. I'm going to ask you to don't just say, gosh, I'll do it someday or later. Really, absolutely utilize it right away. That's how we get to mastery. We have to apply it over and over and over again, okay, every day, right? Just like going to the gym. Excuse me. So we're going to make sure that you utilize this stuff a lot. And, a lot of this course is going to be me queuing a few ideas up, okay? And stop and then get you to immediately do something, right then and there. And I'm going to ask you to really go for it, to really utilize these things. Even if you don't think, even if you're thinking, gosh, I sell in the corporate world, right? And that sounds like something that would only work with people one-on-one, okay? Or I'm in telemarketing, right? How is changing the use of my body, right, going to affect that person, when they can't see me, okay? Or you might say, well, that might work for a computer salesman, but that's not going to work for me as an insurance salesman, right? I'd ask you to be willing to try it anyway, okay? Would you be willing to try that? Just come from a place of, all right, I'm willing to give it a shot and see what happens. That's all I ask, right? And I think what you're going to find, do that. Just say, I'm going to try it out. I'll try it out for today. I'll try it out for tomorrow. And try it out. If it doesn't work for you, don't use it, okay? But I think what you're going to find is that the results you get are going to be much greater than what you expect right now, what you think right now. If you just try it out. Okay, so the fourth key is, okay, after you've made an impact, after you've got repetition, after you've utilized this stuff over and over again every day, okay, it's become a habit. Step 4 is, what's going to happen is you're going to begin to integrate this, okay? When you begin to integrate it, what happens is you get to the point where you don't have to think about things, right? Boom, right? It just happens. And that's not a lot of effort. And what you'll see, okay, over the course of this program is, what will happen is the things we did first, all of a sudden they become automatic. You find yourself automatically handling an objection without having to think about it. It's fun. It's easy. You begin to enjoy it. I'm asking you here to be absolutely committed to mastering this. Excuse me. Until. And by doing all of these steps, sorry, this is the shake. I drank it too quick and I'm trying to talk, so it's kind of coated my throat here. So I apologize if I keep pausing there. There is a 5th step, okay? And that 5th step is reinforcement, okay? The reinforcement part is going to be something I'm going to ask you to do on your own. And that is, I'm going to give you some exercises, but you got to make sure that you remember that if you don't use something, you lose it, okay? I don't care how much you think you understand it. I don't care how many years you've been doing it. The only way you're going to stay good is to continue to use that muscle. Okay, I personally paid that price. I stopped doing, I told you from 2000 to 2002, I learned directly, mentored under Anthony Robbins, and I used all these tools and techniques, and things were great. And I thought I was great. I kind of sat on my laurels, and very quickly, if I wasn't practicing what I knew, I started changing to my environment, trying to fit in with people that I probably shouldn't have been fitting in with, and my life went downhill like that. Well, I shouldn't say like that, but it started to go downhill. And it got to a point where I said, whoa, how did I get here? How did these years go by? Okay, so I had to, quickly shift that, and change that, and start applying this knowledge. And that's another reason why I'm teaching this stuff. I find that by teaching it, you learn it better. So take what you learn each day and teach it to somebody. If you have somebody, your kids or an employee or something like that, learn these techniques, start teaching them and applying them. Not just using them for yourself, but for others' benefits. Okay, I found that total fulfillment is going to come from contribution. Okay, so how do we get from a level of brand new at something and not very good to a level of mastery? Okay, now these are 5 steps. Okay. But the process, okay, we're going to go through tomorrow or in the next video. Maybe I'll do it again today, okay? I do have to get on a coaching call here. As we're watching the clock here real quick in 10 minutes, 9 minutes, 8 minutes, I got to get on a coaching call. So I just wanted to share this with you today, and I really implore you to pay attention to this. Now, you may or may not know me very well, okay, but I want you to, I ask you just to try this out. Try it out for a few days. You know, when you start learning this material that I'm sharing with you, and maybe even play with me for a week. You know, say, hey, you know what? I'll give this guy Curtis a shot for a week. I'll implement some of this stuff and just see how it affects my income or my sales or my communication with my kids or my husband or my wife or you know, whatever it is you're trying to do. Now, I'll invite you to know that if you're looking to improve your income, you're looking to improve your relationships, right? You're looking to find a relationship if you're not in one. You're looking to improve, you know, your kids' lives. Okay, if you apply what I'm going to teach here, it will happen, guaranteed. If you apply it, it's guaranteed. All right, this is how it's done. All right, so thanks for listening. I know I've run on. This video is way past what I expected today, but it's kind of a follow-up to the quick introduction I did yesterday. I promise I'm going to keep these videos to less than 10 minutes from moving forward. Thanks for watching. Please comment below, give feedback, ask questions. It's the only way I can help you and alter this course as we go to fit your needs. All right, thanks again, guys. This is Curtis Phelan signing off. Bye-bye.